Hey guys, so we're here and tonight we're jumping into Valur Logistics. So this is a startup. For those of you who knew, a couple years ago I went on to planting seeds with the same idea, or some part of it. Didn't get a deal, so I've been behind this for a while. So the aim about this startup is to really and truly power logistics with the full spectrum of technology behind it, meaning you get the efficiency, you get to see where your goods are at what point in time, you get to see full transparency of your supply chain or your last mile delivery, and you get the visibility for the end user, the operational intelligence for the big customers or the big enterprise people that using our software. And what we're doing right now is we're documenting the entire journey of building the startup from scratch. So everything is going to be on our channels, and we want you guys to be a part of the build, because at the end of the day we're building it to solve a problem for everybody or as much people as we can, but we really and truly need your feedback and input into the solution, right? So you almost reach a stage to have a beta group, meaning that we're going to invite some people to use it, give us feedback, of course use it for free, and of course tell us how, if it really solves the problem, does it add on more stress, what we need to automate, what we need to change, and then we go back to the drawing board and deliver a product that you guys want, right? So just a couple features. The first plugin we have is for WooCommerce, of course for obvious reasons. WordPress having the largest market share in the Caribbean in terms of websites. The plugin is free, so you put it in your WooCommerce, and when you do that, you see more so a group or our database of drivers that you could choose different rates or different delivery rates, different delivery drivers from different things, and you come down the line. So in this you get real-time check-in, you get full order management, you get route optimization, so it shows you what is the best route to take so you can meet your customers early. Last mile delivery, as we spoke about. You get consumer and driver applications, so you could monitor the driver. Customers could see a driver profile, see who's the driver, what vehicle they're driving, where they are, how soon they are, how much more drop-offs before they come to you. So you have that full transparency. Of course, multi-language support for the different markets, and of course a white labeled part that somebody could add in on their own, or take a solution, brand it as their own, start their company, right? So we're on a mission to revolutionize the logistics industry, addressing the key efficiencies and in processes and make them transparent. Meaning you don't just order a product, or a consumer don't just order something on your store and then they don't hear from you until a driver calls and say, hey, you're home today or you're home tomorrow. No, we want them to have full visibility so you can manage their expectations, because they are the last point of interaction with your brand, and if you mess that up, you could almost lose customers for a long while, if not permanent, right? So we're not just a tech solution provider for the clients, but we're a partner in the journey to grow and digital transformation, meaning how do you transform your business and deliver value to your end customers? Is it a service, a digital asset, but is it a physical product? And once you have a physical product to move from point A to point B, we are here for that, right? So helping clients enable changes quickly, creating exclusive solutions like store pickups, time-bound deliveries, reverse pickups, and stuff like that, and much more. And of course, we're gonna incorporate it into a full suite of quotations, booking, basically drag and drop. For anybody who wants to use our solution, we would have that, right? So we have a little bit on our order management dashboard. These are screenshots from the actual test site that we're actually working on right now. And we have our partners, big up to Inify Tech, big up to Redbit, and big up to Intervas, our partner that we're going to go at the Africa market with, right? So for me, it's your boy Ocey Phillips, entrepreneur. I consult one-on-one for companies in different areas, in different industries all across the world. I consult on e-commerce, marketplaces, digital strategy, or digital transformation. So this has been a passion project along with my boy Akeem, who jumped on the train recently, and you'll see both of us on this channel really and truly breaking down the steps that we take in here, right? So I want to just quickly run you guys through what I've set up thus far, and where our head is at. So initially we've jumped into rank math. So rank math and use SEO is gonna help us rank the site so that we're gonna be discoverable and people who are looking for solutions would find us. Also, our content marketing strategy is all around putting out different forms of content and educating people on the differences that technology has made in logistics and the supply chain, because we realize that there's a gap in the market. Everybody is still talking about fintech solutions and payments. Who is going to talk about how we're going to move products or goods from point A to point B more efficiently, seeing that there's a growing demand in online purchases and stuff, right? So rank math is where we're there first for that SEO, right? So we're going to jump into the pro version just now. That's going to give us at least a lot of visibility on keywords and things that we could check and how we rank against search engines parameters. So there's that. Then we're here with one signal, right? One signal, we're just going to set up this, and one signal is what is going to do our push notifications. So when you come on site, you see that we're here. When you come on site, you're going to have push notifications, so you could subscribe. So anytime we have a new blog, anytime we have a webinar, anytime we have a new update, we're going to just push that to that push notification, and you're going to get it on whatever device that you use. All right. Of course, we're going to have full spectrum Google Analytics. Of course, we need to pull that data in. We need to see where people come from, where people touch us. And because we're a SaaS product, meaning that we're software as a service, somebody could buy our solution in any market that we think, any market in the world, and use it. So you could pay for our solution, Egypt, Israel, use it in your location, connect to your location, and run a business from there. So we need to know where people are looking at us, finding us, and of course we're going to track that data and turn it into a strategy. Of course, we're here, Search Console, and of course our Search Console is going to show us our site maps and the other technical parts of the site, of course for SEO purposes also. Then we're going to dive into Microsoft Bing. Right, so essentially we've set up Valur Tech here on Bing Webmaster Tools, because of course Google Search Console is for Google, but we need to make sure that we're discoverable on each and every search engine out there, right? Then we're gonna dive into Hotjar. Hotjar would give us heat maps where people come, what part of the site they spend time on, and it would show us exactly what we're looking at in a different aspect, so you'll know how to improve the site. We could record things and save it, but we're using the free version right now, and there we are for now. Here we jump into something called Microsoft Clarity. Now Microsoft Clarity is another analytics solution, but it shows something different, and of course we're allowed to segment customers differently. We're allowed to record certain interactions, duration, pages, stuff like that, similar things to Hotjar. There are some unique differences. Then we have different versions of the heat maps that we could schedule here, and we have different settings that we could set up. Alright. Of course, we're going to jump into something called Chipbot, and Chipbot is this help button that you're seeing on the right hand side. So once you go onto the site and you click that, you'll see good afternoon. We are going to have some frequently asked questions here, but you are allowed to directly ask us a question. And if we've covered it in a blog or a piece of content, this then shows you that direct piece of content, so that it educates you, so that you get directly what you're asking or the answer to that. Big up HubSpot one time. We can't do it without HubSpot. And everything I'm showing you guys here are the free versions, right? Big up HubSpot for free versions, because we need to know when customers are coming from, how they convert across our platform or across our website. How do we add them to our email campaigns? How do we add them to our database here, so that we can keep adding value to these people? We've just built out social media, so we're on Twitter, and we're going to tweet along every single thing that we do, meaning that we're going to build this and document everything publicly on all our social channels. So there's that. Shout out to YouTube. We have our YouTube channel up. Go there and subscribe. This video will be up there soon, and we will show you couple things that we're using. TubeBuddy, this would help us with SEO on YouTube because we need to rank for specific keywords, and vidIQ would give us daily ideas, show us keyword suggestions and stuff. So we're using both. Right, here's vidIQ. So they will show you how to do it. You could type in keywords and it will tell you basically what the availability is like, if the competition is high, and the overall search score on YouTube. I could put in competitors here if I'm competing against other companies and see how they rank on YouTube, so I always know where I am or where the company is or where our social media is at. Now we're on Instagram, of course. Head over to Instagram and follow us. Right, Valur Technologies. We just built the actual platform today, so we're gonna have a couple images and stuff up there. We're gonna add Facebook and all the other channels right down to TikTok, so you could consume content from us in different ways along with blogs. Right, we have our Facebook page here, so we could jump to the Valur page now and we're good to go. We're setting up here. Of course, look out for our logo, and you have everything there that you would see in different formats across our different channels. Right, so we just built out that, and this is the monster. We're on Notion, and Notion is where we're going to just document everything so that the team could see. Essentially, this replaces what Slack would look like for us. It would also replace what essentially SharePoint would look like for us, because we are able to now log documents. We're able to log quite a bunch of things inside here as we build this solution. So everything we build out a couple templates. If we have meeting notes, we would integrate with what we need to integrate with, and then we're going to add the members here as we move along. Of course, we must have Canva. We can't do it without Canva. We need the graphics for the content. We've just created an image. This is the image that we created that is up on our first blog. We talk about last mile delivery, so we have that. Of course, we have the Gmail that we're going to use for different things. We have Facebook Business Suite as we're going to use to manage this and IG at the same time. Here's where we're going to build out our strategy in our platform. So we have this here. This is the software that I use here, and then we have some other things that we're diving into. So first 1000, this really gives me the outlook, as I'm basically acting in a non-technical founder role at this point in time, because Akeem is the actual, he actually has a degree in computer science and engineering and a master's in project management. I do have all those things. I have the business strategy and the other non-technical side to build out in the system. So first 1000 actually tells me case studies and stories of how startups in other places got their first 1000 customers. So I would just consume it, pull out the context that I think are applicable to the markets that we're going to launch in. Mind you, we're launching simultaneously in the Caribbean and simultaneously across all 55 countries in Africa. Alright, Caribbean and Latin America and Africa. It may not be easy, but we're going after it. So first 1000 here, we're going to dive into something else called Product Hunt that gives a lot of people a lot of context about people who were looking to get their products in the hands of people. So it shows you case studies in different ways. I may not be using that much founder content. This is where a lot of founders kind of drop information about a lot of things here, and this is like a real good resource or real good pool of information that people could have to use certain things. Then we're gonna dive into Mural. Mural is gonna allow us to build out most of the product workflows, most of the product maps, so that people could take a one look at it. We're not all about long 10,000 bit hour or 10,000 word business plans. We're about quick, efficient, shortest time frame we're going to launch, and we need to keep this nice and sweet as we jump into showing you all how we operate. So that is essentially what I set up today, guys. Today is the 13th of September 2021. and we hope that I could be consistent enough to drop information on this journey, and I want you guys to take the ride with me, because this is one of the biggest things that we're going to go up and launch. And of course, if we feel it's going to be massive, but we want to just build something that's more specific for the end user. We don't want to sit back and think we're building something for somebody that we don't really truly understand. And I see this every day. I know I am not the only one that has that problem when it comes to delivery. In Trinidad here, where we are, sometimes TT Post takes 5-6 days to deliver something, and that's our national courier. There are other options, but we're here to solve and democratize that entire part of it. So stay tuned, guys. I'm here and we're ready to go.